Well, hey there guys, and welcome to a brand new Ed's Retro Geek Out. Today kind of feels like a pickup leftovers video, something I used to do back in the day. There's actually a ton of stuff that's going to happen in this video, so I will be popping some timestamps down below, so you can kind of pick and choose which parts you want to check out and which ones you don't. What do we have coming up in this video? Well, we have a whole box of new TMNT product that I'm going to be checking out, which is pretty cool. I'm kind of excited for a new movie, but also for all the reissues that are happening. And I just have a ton of pickups I wanted to show you guys, and I have one big question to ask you, mainly concerning the new Toy Room Tour. What do you want to see? And also, one thing I'm working on that I kind of want to know if I should do a separate video on how to assemble this monstrosity of Eternia. So yeah, let's dive in. Okay guys, please don't mind the mess. Over here is everything we got from this awesome box thanks to Bodhi. So thank you guys for sending that in. I love seeing a box like this, the logo on the box. It just throws me back to the 90s. What was in here, we basically got a whole bunch of new stuff that is based around a movie. So there's a couple turtles. Obviously Playmates has got just a ton of stuff to pick and choose from, gimmick wise. So I'm hoping for gimmick turtles. So over here we have the Ninja Shouts Donatello, which I'll be opening up in just a little second. Checking out the back, so basically all of them, and they say some funny stuff. I hope it sounds better than the 90s version, where you had like the little strips in there.
Sounds good to me!
And we got a giant Raph. Wow, this dude is pretty freaking heavy as well, so I wonder why. What does he do? Does he have any special functions? No, it's just a giant version, and I don't know about this. I still have to like open them up and put them next to each other, but this dude seems a bit taller than this one, and this one, well, it's basically a giant, but I wonder like if you can mix and match these. I guess kids these days, just like us back in the day, we don't really mind. Then we have a Ninja Kick Cycle. I'm excited to see how that works actually. And then we have the regular version of Leonardo right here. Awesome. We got a Superfly, which is, I guess, based off of Baxter Stockman. We have Letterhead, who got yet another makeover, and now he looks kind of quirky. He looks kind of funny in here. I got a Raphael. Awesome. I can't wait to open this buddy up. And then there's a bunch of other stuff thrown in. We got these Ninja Turtle stretchables, a little bit smaller than the ones they put out in the 90s, based off of like Stretch Armstrong, but stretchable ninjas. Okay, so we got two of these. Then we have the Ninja Elite series. This one seems to be based loosely off of the 1990s movie. I don't think Michelangelo wore that in the movie. Maybe we can use these coats to pop around like the 90s turtles. They're so darn expensive. Oh, we have a Triceraton over here. Oh, love this guy. This is one of the things I was kind of like hoping to see in this box. So this is based off of the classic TV series. Can't wait to open you up. And then obviously we need to have a Shredder. Here he is. Nice. Yeah, he kind of looks like he did back in the cartoon. Yeah. Sweet. And then obviously what Playmates has been doing for the longest time is putting out a ton of reissues lately, so now they're even going into like more of the gimmicky style turtles. And over here we have all four of the storage shell ones. I know there's giants out there. I know they went for pizza shooters. That's insane. Yeah, just a whole bunch of wacky ones. I think even the Mutations got like a reissue now, so that's gonna be cool. It's gonna be fun opening these up, because I had Leo as a kid. I had Raph, the storage shell one. Wow, Donnie. This is what it started with. Like, they released storage shell Donnie 1 year, and then a year later, I guess because he sold well, a lot of kids were into it. They put out all 4 of the storage shell turtles. So it's cool, like how one gimmick turned into like all 4 of the brothers getting that treatment. So yeah, let's open some of these up and check them out more in detail. And now that they're opened up, we can finally take a closer look. For here we got a stretch turtle, this Donnie, and it basically does what you think it's gonna do. It's a bendy, stretchy turtle. So yeah, he can't stand up on his own, but that's fine. Now let's take a look at the Mutant Mayhem guys. Over here we have the Raphael, who's looking pretty nice. Yeah. Everything sort of moves. So you get to pose them in a lot of ways. You have the belt that's ready to put up those size in. This is what the back looks like. Yeah, everything sort of moves. I'm still getting used to all the points of articulation on the new turtles over here. So he does have some painted accessories, but he also comes with this weapon rack thing where you will have a little more weapons. You will also have an ooze canister that's opened up and a pizza, and he comes with a little turtle. So I guess all of them will come with a little turtle inside. I still gotta watch the movie, so I'm pretty excited about that. Then we have Superfly, who feels like a little bit of a derivative off of Baxter Stockman. And yeah, one of the giveaways is this weapon that sort of looks like that fly swatter thing that the original Baxter Stockman has on the toy. He has this huge arm, which sort of makes it difficult for him to stand up. Also comes with a weapon and an extra set of little arms over here, so some of this stuff might break easily. Maybe it doesn't, but yeah, in the neck you can also move around like that. And I don't know what to think of this figure, honestly. Then we have Leatherhead, who is a little bit of top heavy, but thanks to his tail, you can kind of have him stand up pretty easily. I actually really like the detail on this little dude right here. He does have the goggles, which are throwing me off just a little bit, so I'm pretty anxious to see in the movie what it actually is that he's all about. And yeah, some nice articulation, and you can even move the head around a little bit. I love all the details and all like the added textures and clothing he comes with. And then he also comes with a weapon rack that's pretty reminiscent of the vintage toy, just like the trap that the original one came with. Then we have a deluxe turtle that comes with a accessory or like a motorcycle, and this is the Ninja Kick cycle that doesn't have 1 but 2 gimmicks. The first one being that it shoots a little pizza just like that. The second thing is that you can actually have him flip around on top of this thing thanks to this other pizza over here, so he can kick around and ninja kick whomever he wants. Here's a little bit of a Leo variant. He looks a little bit slimmer than Raph in a way. Then over here we have another one, and oh, this guy talks. Yeah, you can hear him talk. So this is Donnie. He comes with these glasses, which you can take off. He also comes with a bow staff, and he has his little, what is it, his cell phone with him. So these have like, kind of like the Coil Force turtles. They have the little coils on the inside over here, but it also triggers the talking mechanism. I'm not sure what he's saying, actually. Okay, so he says some awesome cowabunga stuff. Oh, it's also in the legs over here, and this guy just won't stop talking. The only thing that's kind of bothering me is that it's not the same size. This is like a deluxe figure, but yeah, this is gonna look weird, you know. Then obviously you have the giant turtle in the back over there, which we'll get to a little bit later. Will you please quiet down, Donnie? Next up, let's look at this ninja. And next up, let's look at the Ninja Elite Turtles. These are Mikey in disguise, and I pulled out a Leo. So let's have a look. So he basically comes with this clot. He also has this thing to probably pop in his back. And yes, this hat, which is really heavy and won't stay on, unfortunately. Underneath, he just looks kind of the same. I guess we could open this up. Here you have him in all of its glory. Here's that. Here you can pop in this little action thing and then pop his size in like this. And that way he can quickly get out of his disguise and start beating up some foot soldiers, right? Then we have some more Ninja Elite series. These are based off of the classic TV series, and this is Triceraton, which looked so cool in the package. I just had to take him out and go for a closer look. He comes with the weapons, which look very much like the original figure came with, so that's pretty cool. He's got this antenna on the back. The tail, he kind of reminds me of dinosaurs in a way. Looking at him now. But yeah, this is an amazing figure. Really well built. Loads of articulation on this dude, so you can pose him any way. Everything moves. Everything's pretty solid. I really like this figure, honestly. And over there in the back, you can see the other Ninja Elite based on the cartoon, this Toonie Shredder. And then we get to one of the reissues. Now, they've had a bunch of reissues launched lately, like the Pizza Shooters, they have the mutations and everything. But yeah, the Storch Shell Turtles is where it's for me, honestly. There's a couple differences with the original release. So right next to him, you have the original. And one of the first things is definitely just the colors. He looks a bit more pale than the original one, and as you can see, like, this stuff doesn't bend as easily as the new stuff. The new is really bendy, like the size, you can bend just like that and everything, but it's pretty accurate. It's a pretty good reissue. That's what I'm gonna say about it. It's a pretty good reissue. So this thing opens up. You can have the pizza on the inside and the little size and the little throwing stars here. And the same thing goes for this dude, and he comes with his boomerang. These are definitely great and really cool to be opening these up once again. I think it's been like 20 years or 25. It's probably been 25 years since I've opened up a Storch Shell Turtle. Over there you can see Michelangelo, and here we have the Giant Raph, who doesn't come with a lot, but then again, the vintage Giants also didn't come with too much. This guy does have some extra articulation, like this thing. You can move it up, down, to the sides. You can really make him pose like that. He does have some articulation around the wrists, but apart from that, there's none on the elbows. Stands up really good, and you can pop his size into the belt over there. Here's a look at the back. I mean, Raph, he's got a really big shell compared to the other ones, it seems. But yeah, guys, this was the little closer look, so back to the other side. Be sure to leave down in the comments below if you're gonna go check out Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, or if you already have, and what do you think about it? Do you think the toys are gonna be good for new kids that might get interested in the IP? And is this something you want to take your kid to? So please leave it in the comments down below. And obviously, you guys know I can't stop thinking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's why when Toy Zone was happening in Amsterdam and I couldn't go, Vince, my buddy from Keep It Mint in Mind, he was able to go, did a video on it, go and check it out. But not only did he go over there, he also picked up some TMNT stuff for me. I saw some of the stuff that Toy Flunky was gonna bring over to the convention, and I knew, like, I kind of want to know what the prices are on this, so texted Vince and was like, hey, maybe you want to go check out that stuff over there. And in the end, he actually picked up two amazing pieces for my TMNT collection. One is the Japanese Super Mutants. One of the Shredders, there's two. One is like Devil Shredder and one is like Satan Shredder or something. This one is still in a nice box. It's got some glow-in-the-dark action, as you can see on the wings on the back here. Check that out. And yeah, there's still one more I'm on the lookout for this one. And then also, he picked me up this Metalhead, this chromed Metalhead, or metallized, which is actually the Warrior Mikey. So, part of the winged warriors and like chrome dome, the repaint as well, still in really nice condition. However, no accessories for this one, but this one is a tough one to get, so was really glad to bundle up these two. Thank you, Toy Flunky, and big thanks to Vince for picking this up and sending it out to me. And Vince is just an amazing dude because he also threw in these two critters, which are in the colors of my logo from the channel, so awesome. Yeah, and that just goes to show you how much I love going to conventions, but I can't go to every single one of them. One we did go to was Norway together with Maddie, and we're on the way back. We visited one more collector, so please check it out. So please check out all of those videos. There will be a playlist and a link down below where you can see the complete Norway adventure. And then I also got a couple things in the mail. One of them was a Kickstarter that I backed for Phantom Starkiller. This is a character thought up by my buddy from Killer Bootlegs, and check this out. This is like in the Kenner style. Love it. I just needed to have it. I mean, how cool does this look? So over here you have the regular version, and one is glow in the dark. I was able to bump into him at the Chicago Toy Show, had a little chat, so there is an interview in the Chicago Toy Show video that's out. And yeah, over there we actually got to see the production samples for the Kickstarter, and I think right now you're going to be able to get these as well. So this is a really retro inspired, awesome little toy right here, and who doesn't love skeletons? I love skeletons. And you know who knows how I love skeletons? That is Javaho Creations, another guy making the coolest custom stuff ever. And kind of out of the blue, he just sent me this. This is the Ed's Retro Geek Skelly. Check it out. People are really going crazy with the colors. I think he popped up an Instagram post that he was like wearing one of my shirts, and all of a sudden he was like, hey, maybe I should just make a Skelly with that. And over here you have it, so you can check out this guy on Instagram as well. And I love the little nod to the Speckletron stuff because he has a translucent torso. I love how the ram staff is colored, how the armor has that extra color, and he even added in like a hat with an E with it for Ed, probably. So wow, dude, this is freaking amazing. One of the things I had commissioned him for was, yeah, another Turtles project. And here you guys get to check him out. As you know, in the Disguised line, the sub-line that came out, you had Undercover Donnie, you had Sewer Surfin', Michelangelo, there was Samurai Leo. But one of the things I always wanted to do was get all 4 turtles like this, because that's the way they would run around in the cartoon as well. And this is just amazing, like seeing all of the colors like this. At Doerr, I had to give him some Doerr bodies, but it was well worth it getting all of these now together. So I'm gonna pop a Donnie next to them, and it's gonna be great in my display. Okay, I'll do one more customizer. So the last time that Ehimo Adventures sent me some stuff, he actually sent me over a prototype for a new toy he was working on, and that is this Turtlore. So as you can see, this is basically a crossover between a Mauser and a turtle. And this is one of the paint schemes he was playing around with. This one also came with a different head sculpt where the mouth is open, so you can kind of like plug and play, pop this thing on over here, and you have him like that. So very cool. Now I think it's out that he's been working on this, so you can go and check it out on his Instagram. These things move, the legs don't move, but this is a pretty cool mashup, isn't it? Alright, one more pickup. Let's start really small. Born to Chill, he reached out, he had some stuff he wanted to sell. He's also based in Europe, so it was kind of easy to get this together. He had a little Mighty Max laying around, so I kind of threw that in with this other item, which is a bootleg skeleton warrior. This is a skeleton fighter. Love this. This is just your typical 90s bootleg. The artwork just says what it needs to say, honestly. And over here you have actually a pretty cool sculpt that's like very close to some of the limbs from the actual skeleton warriors, but what kind of caught me off guard is that they actually include like this ball on chain. There's a chain in there. and it's attached to the bone. So that's kind of the accessory that these guys came with. I know some of them came with like capes and like some vinyl, or maybe some actual clothing like a cape or something, but it's very cool to finally get one of these on card and add it into the collection. Then a little bit more channel update type of news. One of the awesome collabs I was able to do was together with Brian from Plate Stallions. He also puts out a toy magazine called Toy Ventures. If you haven't heard about this yet, please go and check it out. And if you check out copy number 10, then you might see something written by me in there, which has always been a dream of mine, to kind of like write an article and get it published. So I want to thank Brian for allowing me to submit one of these things in there. What I basically spoke about is one of the prototypes I have, which is a Toxic Crusader toy. I'm not going to show you the whole thing. It's a Toxic Crusader toy that I have some pre-production stuff on. So thanks to a couple of buddies in the toy community, I was able to write this article, and thanks to Brian from Plate Stallions for putting it out. So you can go and visit a link down below on where to get these Toy Ventures. Really cool magazine. And yeah, I'm hoping to do like a live stream with Brian very soon, because he's doing a ton of stuff toy wise. And yeah, so this is also kind of like my way working back into writing more toy history stuff. I want to focus just a little bit more on that. I've done so much traveling where it required me to make videos on the travels, and now I just kind of want to be like, I want to get some toy history done, you know? So hopefully this month I'll be able to do that. I'll be able to pop out some. So if you don't hear me for a couple weeks, it's because I'm working on a toy history. So yeah, please stick with me and tell me what to do in the comments. Another book that came out is the new Toy Collector, done by Blake, who also does the Toys That Time Forgot books. Another amazing toy magazine. Over here you can see some of the unproduced stuff from Tiger Sharks. It's going to be loaded with new stuff as well. I think Dan Larson writes a column in here as well. Blake's going through some health issues right now, so it would be good if you could just go over there and tell him, you know, to get well soon. So yeah, get well soon, buddy. We're all keeping our thumbs up for you. Isn't it just amazing how many like cool vintage toy magazines and, you know, newer stuff is also getting talked about in these are coming out now. We have like something to read on the toilet instead of holding that phone constantly. Okay, and then it's the last part of the video. So as you can see, I've been working on the toy room. I've been working on it, and one of the things that has been bothering me for the longest time is this thing right here. Freaking Eternia. I've had it for 2 years. I still haven't put it together, and I actually don't know where to start. So I kind of want to do a video on like putting Eternia together and using like the manual from the actual thing. So if you guys think that is a good idea, please leave it down in the comments below. Just type build Eternia, do it, and I will do a whole video on that. I've been working on some stuff with Eternia as well, so I'm really hoping to get that done, and then I can finally piece everything around it, because it's such a big thing in here. And then apart from that, what do you want to see in the new toy room tour? You just want to see everything? Is there something specific? Is there stuff you don't want to see? Leave it down in the comments below. That's going to be it for this episode. I don't know how long this was, but if you were able to stay till the very end, thank you so much. A big thumbs up to you. And if you would care to give me a thumbs up as well, that would be great. If you want to support the channel even more, we got a Teespring where you can buy some t-shirts. We also have a Patreon where you can support the channel on. And yeah, I just hope to see you in the next video. So have an awesome summer, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Seriously, let's move you to the side.